Hello, this is the second video on the series of the pawn breaks. In the first video we made some fundamentals. We talked about what is a pawn break, why to make a pawn break, when to make a pawn break, and how to prepare a pawn break. Maybe in a few words like what is a pawn break. Normally a pawn break is a pawn move which attacks one or two of the opponent's pawns in the same time. Why to make a pawn break? There are three main reasons to make a pawn break. First is to fight and get control of a square. The second one is to open a diagonal or a file for pieces. The third one is weaken the opponent's pawn structure. So when to make a pawn break? You want to make a pawn break when it is well supported by the other pawns and the pieces. And how to prepare a pawn break: maneuver your pieces and pawns on the right spots. After the pawn breaks, they will be ready to use the opened up file or square or diagonals, or will be able to attack the opponent's weakened pawn structure. Okay, so those were the fundamentals. And this time, today, we will see a few examples about when a pawn break is good, and we will see a few examples when the pawn break is bad. And the way I will do is, let's have a board here. And first I will always give a position. There I will ask you to stop the video if you want to work it on your own. And then I will tell you the details and the solutions. And you can also just see the solutions to learn, but also you can use it as an exercise. Okay, so the first position appeared after e4, c6, c4. And actually these exercises are from the games of one of my students, Rafael, from Tokyo. So this is the first position, black to move. If you want to work it on your own, then please stop the video. Okay, here we are back. So the right move is d5. Actually, this is an exercise where the break is good. We have enough support. And actually here we are fighting for a square, and also we are working for weakening the opponent's pawn structure, because after d5, white captures with the c pawn, c takes back, captures with the other pawn, black plays knight f6, knight c3, knight takes d5, and black got a beautiful knight on the d5 square. So actually the fight for a square was successful, so black got a d5 square, plus also weakened the white pawn structures because white got a weak and isolated pawn on d2. Okay, let's see actually the second example. We will see this also from black points of view. If you want to work it on your own, then please stop the video now and find the right sequence of moves for black. Okay, we are back. So in this example, we will see how black fights for a square by a pawn break. Actually fighting for the f5 square, because a knight would be beautiful on f5, but g4 pawn is in the way, so that's controlling the square. So actually what black will do is playing h5, making a pawn break. So as we said, by definition, what is a pawn break? A pawn break is a pawn move which attacks one or two of the opponent's pawns in the same time. So now it attacks actually one pawn, attacks the g4 pawn and offers the exchange or forcing him to push the pawn. If he captures an h5, then black actually just continues with the plan, playing knight h6, knight c3, knight f5, and wow, got a beautiful square for that knight on f5. Okay, so after h5, white can also decide to push the pawn to g5. Actually, even thinking about playing f5 in the next move to get, making himself actually a pawn break to get the control of the square f5 himself. So black makes here a prophylactic move, g6, to prevent the f5 move. After knight c3, now it's ready to go with the knight to f5, so bishop b4, opening up the way for the knight. Let's see, bishop d2, knight e7, and black has the control of that beautiful square on f5. Okay, so in the first two examples we saw how a pawn break was used for getting the control of an important square. Let's go for the, and actually the pawn break was right also, so it was not a premature pawn break. And in this next example we will see a different case. If you want to work at your own, then please stop the video, find the right sequence of moves for black. Okay, so black to move here, we are back. Black plays here actually b5 as the best move. This is a pawn break offering the exchange of the pawns. And here actually we use the second Y. Yeah, the first Y was white to make a pawn break to fight for a square. The second Y is to opening up a file or a rank or a diagonal. Actually here black wants to open up the B file. And when to make the pawn break, that was a question. Actually we want to make the pawn break when it's well supported by the other pieces. Actually now it's very well supported by the b8 rook. After e takes b5, rook takes b5, attacking the pawn. And here actually white made a mistake and defended with the d1 rook. Yeah, if you want to solve a little puzzle, then please stop the video here and find the right move for black. Okay, so here we are back. Actually, this rook is a little bit overloaded. He's defending the rook, plus defending the pawn. So black can take advantage of that by sacrificing his own rook on b2, capturing the pawn. And if the white rook captures back, then the d6 rook is unprotected, so can recapture. And in this little happening gave black an extra pawn. So after rook takes b5, white could play a better move, defending the pawn actually with the other rook, so now it's no more overload. And here what to do with black? So there's a target. When there's a target, usually we try to hit even more. So the other rook came here, white defended with his own rook. Still defended pretty well. We need to attack it again. So we cannot attack with the piece anymore, but we can attack with the pawn, but then he moves the pawn. So what we do is also a typical idea when you are fighting against weaknesses. This happens also when you attack, like example, an isolated pawn. You try to fix it first and then attack it again or more. And here the right move was rook b3, fixing the pawn to king d3 and then a4. The b2 pawn is pinned. Cannot do anything after a3. Cannot capture because the rook will be hanging. So actually this pawn on b2 will be won by black. Okay, let's see the next one, the fourth position, where actually white to move. If you want to work at your own, then please stop the video and think about the right sequence of moves for white. Okay, here we are back, so white to move. Let's think what pawn breaks white can make and why to make that pawn break. You know, what is a pawn break? A pawn break is a pawn move which attacks one or two of the opponent's pawns. Here actually there's only one pawn break, so f3, which attacks the opponent pawn. Why to make a pawn break? Actually, in this case, to opening up the file for the rook, because as you see, that would attack the king and also would attack this pawn on f7. That would be a good target. And when to make? Make it when it's well defended, well supported by other pieces. Actually now this is well supported by the rook. By the rook, also by the knight. It's supported. This is the right moment after g takes f3. The rook takes f3 and white is ready to increase the pressure by even doubling the rooks, even maybe tripling, coming with the queen to continue the pressure on the f6 knight and f7 pawn. White got a beautiful position here. Okay, let's go for the next one, which will be here. White to move. If you want to work at your own, then please stop the video and find the right sequence for white. What can white do here? Okay, we are back. Actually, in the first 4 examples, we looked positions where the pawn break was good, because it had enough support. And here we will see a pawn break when actually the support is not enough, not ready. So white would be not ready actually make this pawn break, which actually he did. Played e5. It was a little bit too early. Yeah, let's think about what to do with black. You can actually stop the video and think about how to take advantage of this premature pawn break. Okay, we are back. Black actually can capture this. Okay, the pawn captures back. Actually, the knight capture would be also not much better, because then the d4 pawn would be unprotected. Black could just capture because it's protected by the queen. So black would win an important pawn. Capture back. What to do here? Yeah, let's stop the video and find the right move. Okay, so queen takes, rook takes, knight d7. Actually, here we see why this e5 was premature. This is one of the situations which we need to be aware. Sometimes when we make a pawn break, that pawn will be just too far away from the our pieces. We will maybe too far to be able to defend, and they can be maybe captured. Here actually white can capture one more time, bishop f4, and here please find a sequence which actually makes the black position better. Please stop the video. Okay, we are back. So g5, bishop g3, g4. So this way we are attacking one of the defenders which need to go. And the e5 pawn, now it's unprotected. It's protected only once, but attacked twice. So from this business, actually black won an important pawn and a better position. So we saw the e5 break was premature. So what would be a better move? Actually, for white would be better just to continue the development with rook e1, and later think about playing e5, or actually the d5 would be also an idea. Maybe actually the d5 would be a better break, because that would be supported by the queen, and yeah, black could not make the similar idea like this queen exchange, like after e5. Castle. Yeah, and white could even continue to gain some more space to literally prepare the breaks. And if black makes the break, then white just can continue to gain space with d5 and have a better position. So it was important to think about, is it well prepared or not wet? If not yet, then make some more preparation. Bring the pieces to support the break, or bring the pieces to be ready to use the advantage of the opened files or new diagonals or the squares conquired or the weakened pawn structure. Okay, we have two more examples. Let's see number 6. Here actually white to move. If you want to work at your own, then please stop the video and think about pawn breaks. Okay, so here we are back. So actually white has only one pawn break here. e4. As you see, what is a pawn break? A pawn break is a pawn move which attacks one or two of the opponent pawns. Actually here there's only one pawn to attack f5. There's no pawn on f5. So this is a pawn break, but actually this is again a bad pawn break. But this shows another situation. In the previous one we said it was a bad pawn break because it had not enough support, but also a pawn break can be bad because the opponent has a counter move, a bigger threat than the pawn break, a tactical or a strategical idea. Yeah, please stop the video here and find what can black do here. Okay, so here we are back. Black can play here g5. Actually, don't think about this pawn, but make himself a fork. Yeah, white has a move actually to make the damage actually less, so not just simply lose a piece. So let's try to find what to do with white here. Okay, white to play, and what's white's best move? Actually, white needs to counterattack, make a counter fork. Okay, but still black can just take one of the pieces. Both are fine to take, but actually this is better because this pawn will be really nice, controlling important squares, and after white wins back the piece, black captures back, so black won a pawn and got a better position. So if you go back to the beginning, so this is a good idea, but it was premature because of g5. So instead of e4, white can play a better move. Maybe you can find at your own if you stop the video. Okay, so here we are. So the right move would be actually bishop f2, preventing that fork, also supporting the center, and then going for this e4 break. This would be the right way to go. Okay, so here we are actually. Let's see the last exercise for today, which is I think it's a more challenging one. Here white to move. Please stop the video if you want to work at your own and analyze the situation in details. So here we are. White has a pawn break f3. Unfortunately, this is another example when the pawn break is not good. And there are two main reasons why a pawn break is not good can be. One is it has no good support. Actually, this is not the case, because actually this pawn has a very good support by the knight and by the queen. So if black would capture like this, then white would be really happy, and actually white would have a better position. So this is not that case when it's not well supported, but the other case when black has a stronger threat, something stronger, bigger, can be something strategical or tactical. So after f3, yeah, please think a little bit, or maybe actually if you want, you can shrink deep here, because this is not easy. This is kind of more kind of an advanced situation. What can black do here to counterplay against this break? Stop the video and think. So here we are back. So actually black has this very strong pawn break himself. Okay, pawn break, it's because it's attacking an opponent pawn. But it's interesting with this pawn break is itself not good because of the pawn break, so not because it's kind of opens up an important file, like example this one if it's captured, but it's more like it's gaining time, because if he captures, actually this opened up for the bishop and also for the queen. Here black can play knight d7. This is an important move, so it's preventing white to gaining time by capturing the knight and attacks the bishop. The bishop moves back, then h4, just gaining some more space, goes back. Now bishop b4 check, and actually destroying the possibility of castling for white. Plus maybe it's not castling, it's not always bad, but now it's also very hard for him to go still out of the middle of the board. So after knight f6, black is ready to play something like bishop f5, maybe with the queen and castling long or castling short, and black has actually a better position. Sacrifice the pawn, but this king will be in trouble, plus black has also some development advantage. Here if white would not move the bishop, but let's say play queen d2 to stop this check, then knight takes e5, pawn takes e5, and then queen b6, this would be really strong against threatening bishop b4, plus also something like, example, bishop e6, bishop f5, and rook d8. So black sacrificed the pawn, but has very good counterplay for it. Okay, let's go back actually to the starting position and think a little bit what could white done here. Yeah, you can stop the video and think a little bit what to do with white. Okay, let's see. So actually h4 would be a right move, because this has multi-purpose move. The most important actually stops g5, so this bishop will be not harassed. The other idea is also gaining actually control g5, so later may think of bishop g5, also gaining some space here. So this like knight h3 would be a possibility. So if bishop takes, then the rook can capture back. So this is a really nice prophylactic move. Let's see what if black still continues with this aggressive pawn break, e5, again gaining time for the bishop b4 check. Let's see, bishop b4, king e2. Let's see what's the difference, because this is still capture, but let's see what's the difference. Castling. Now actually can play f3, and the king can go to f2, because in the other example, you remember, this bishop was pushed back to f2, then the king could not go for a better square, but this is a possible. Now the bishop moves, and something like this happens with the, actually I think a pretty playable position. Yeah, if captures, g takes capture back. This would be nice. So white keeps the extra pawn, plus his king is a relatively safe position. Actually, in the first move also there's another possibility to play like a3 instead of f3, just a3 to prevent all of this stuff. Bishop b4. And if the bishop is attacked, then just exchanging and then actually castling long. And white will have a nice position with the future idea of breaking the structure with f3 or h4, like in our second example today, fighting for the f4 square. Okay, so in this video we discussed different options. We looked 4 examples when the pawn break was good. In the first 2 we looked when the fight was for square or weakening the opponent pawn structure. We looked at another 2 where it was for opening up a file, and then we also saw 3 exercises when the pawn break was not the right moment. One when it was not enough support, and then we looked the last 2 where the opponent had some bigger threat to counterplay against the pawn break. Thank you for watching. If you did not watch the first one, the fundamentals, I suggest you to watch the first video, and probably we will have soon the 3rd video coming up. Thank you for watching and hope to see you very soon. Bye bye.